Whitest city in Southern California, gentlemen. You're gonna have to forgive me tonight. I am performing with an injury. A couple of weeks ago, I thought I broke my hand, so I had to go to the emergency room because I don't have health care thanks to Obama. And so I got there about 9 o'clock at night, and when I got there, it was already packed, so I knew I was going to be waiting for a long time. And I noticed that everybody there was Mexican. And no one had pre-warned me that emergency waiting rooms are late-night hotspots for Latinos. I was literally a lone grain of rice and a gigantic bean burrito. But anyways, but actually the wait wasn't too bad because when they called one name, 10 of their family members walked up into the waiting room with them, so it wasn't too bad of a wait. But as I'm waiting, I like to read the magazines there, but you don't really get to appreciate all those shitty magazines like the National Enquirer or whatever. Like you sit in a grocery store and you see National Enquirer and you see like, come look inside photos of Obama's secret alien baby, and you think, who the fuck actually reads this shit? I actually read that shit when I'm waiting in an emergency room. Like, I don't care what it is. I'll read it as long as I don't have to watch grandma dying in the corner. Like, I'll read it. But the closest magazine next to me was Better Homes and Gardens, so I started picking up flipping through the pages, whatever. And they were doing a special on like bathroom remodeling. And every one of the pictures that they showed, all of them had a bidet. Now, I don't know if you know what a bidet is, but a bidet is literally a butt sink. It's French for butt sink. You literally just, you take off your pants and like you just take a shit or whatever, you just transfer over, a little baby, little thing of water to squirt right into your anus and get it all clean. Little African babies are dying every day because of dehydration, because of the lack of water in Africa, yet we're streamlining it into our anus. Fuck you, African babies. This is America. No, I actually want to meet the guy that invented the bidet because this is a guy that said to himself, fuck toilet paper, I would rather have the sensation of a guy streaming a hot cum load right to my anus while at the same time getting it clean as the day I was born. Exactly. But bidets are pretty cool, I guess. It does get rid of the need for toilet paper. And here's a little fun fact about toilet paper. I don't know if you know this, but toilet paper is the leading cause of anal bleeding, like a cheap toilet paper. The toilet paper that you get at that 99-cent store and you wipe your ass to get all these little mini paper cuts in your anus and they start accumulating and you start bleeding like you're on your man period. And then you have to go to the store and take all the money that you saved on that cheap toilet paper to get man pawns so you don't walk around with like bloody jeans. You should have just bought the Charmin with all that extra money so you didn't have to worry about it later. And by the way, when you buy the Charmin, squeeze that shit. I don't care what those irrelevant 90s commercials tell you not to squeeze it. There's no Charmin panda ninjas that are going to come out and chop off your head for squeezing that Charmin, so squeeze it. It's worth it. You need a change. That's what you're looking for, Mom. Anyways, speaking of bloody genitals, my baby mama is a keeper. She totally is. And you might ask yourself, well, Bama, how do you know someone's a keeper or not? Well, I didn't know for a long time until a couple of weeks ago. There's only one way to tell. Right? So, first of all, she started the day off in the worst way ever. She decided to do something that, I just can't stand that she insists on doing it every week. Excuse me. She insists on doing it at least monthly. And what she started doing was, she was shedding from her uterus. And not like the good type of shedding like an abortion. Like, I'm talking about like the bloody, smelly, disgusting shedding of like her eggs or whatever. And she comes up to me and she's like, you know what, like, I really want to have sex right now. And, I don't care who you are. I'm not going to have sex with you during your Shark Week. Because I have this really irrational fear of getting that bloody egg stuck inside my pee hole, and then it clogs up, and then like all the pressure's going to build up, and it's going to explode, and that's never good. But anyway, so we're having sex, you know, on her birthday, and she encouraged me to do it. And I ended up finishing her before I was finished, ladies. And so because I finished her, she decided, well, you know, I'm going to go ahead and finish you off with my mouth. And I'm like, okay, well, that's kind of disgusting, but I'm not going to argue with you. So that's not what makes her a keeper, though. What makes her a keeper is, after she was done being a mouth tampon for my bloody penis, she got out, wiped the corner of her mouth, and said, that was fun. That's what makes her a keeper. That's what makes her a keeper. But I don't think she's a keeper for me, though. Just because sometimes she'll say some shit that will make you want to take a step back and say, and like Chris Brown a bitch, you know? Like, for example, I'll give you an example. We're at Walmart the other day because I have that kind of money. And, no, we had just got family pictures taken, because we have a little boy now, so it was, you know, baby mama, me, and our hybrid son. And a lot of people ask me, well, why do you call him a hybrid son? Well, it's not because he runs on half gas and electric, no, it's because my baby mama's Mexican, so he's half Mexican, half normal. Hybrid. So anyways, we're at Walmart getting frames for our pictures, and we have about 10 pictures. And we got about 9 frames, so we just need one more frame, a 7 by 10 frame of my son laying on his stomach being super cute. And she wanted a black frame, so I'm looking at the frame, and I'm like, well, you know, here's one right in front of me, 7 by 10, black frame, perfect. And so she comes over to look at it, and she literally says this to me verbatim. We can't get that frame because that frame is vertical. We need one to be horizontal. Now, I'm no physicist, but I think you can do this to a frame without fucking up the space-time continuum. I got a few things I want to share with you before I get off the stage, but one, can someone please explain to me why we give deaf people a moment of silence when they die? Does anybody know why we give deaf? That would be like giving Stephen Hawking a standing ovation after he gives a lecture. It's a little condescending. No one knows who Stephen Hawking is. He's a crippled physicist. He can't move at all. He has a little fucking computer like, I can't even do the fucking voice. I didn't practice because I figured you guys would be smart, so I didn't practice the fucking Stephen Hawking. Yeah, that's nice. Shitting on your audience that's laughing at your jokes. Oh, here's another fun fact. We all know that vegetables are nutritious and delicious, but apparently they can also teach us physics. So there you go. Anyways, delayed reaction, but that's cool. I already knew where we were at a joke earlier, so it's cool. One more observation I want to make before I get off stage, but this past weekend I went to the movies to see Paranormal Activity 3, and I didn't know that when I bought the ticket I was also buying a commentary of every prepubescent teen in the movie theater. And we're watching this movie and there's a lot of paranormal activity going on the screen. And it's really quiet, it's really dark. And then all of a sudden, oh hell no, motherfucker, you better not open that door, crazy white boy. What the fuck are you doing? And I mean, in all honesty, this is the first time I've experienced the black person talking through the whole movie phenomenon. So it was very enlightening to me to actually hear for once. But I do love black people, I really do. And I actually really admire the women that date black men because you know they're not in it for the money. And I hate gold diggers. Anyways, thank you very much. My name is Bama. Have a good night, guys.